JD Vance's eyeliner has become a national security threat. The Chinese government is now trolling the shit out of him. Please play this meme.
Borrow money from Chinese peasants to buy the things those Chinese peasants manufacture.
Vice President Vance, I am a Chinese peasant. Do you realize that your tariff policy will lead to the soaring price of your eyeliner?
I mean, here's the deal for all the MAGA guys that think Trump is such a tough guy and such a strong guy. You've got a vice president that is a news cycle or two away from popping a smoky eye.
Absolutely.
I mean, he can't stop wearing this eyeliner in public. And I want to be very crystal clear. I don't have a problem with men wearing makeup. I don't have a problem with drag, but I'm not the MAGA Christian hypocrite that bullies, demeans, and marginalizes drag queens and members of the LGBTQ plus community. JD Vance is. Moses Mike Johnson is. Donald Trump is, with all the orange makeup. And here we are now in this dick measuring contest with China between Trump and Xi. And per Stormy Daniels, it sounds like Xi is probably going to win. And they are trolling MAGA for deserved reasons. And liberals, this is the way. Fight back.
They are the easiest targets in the history of the world. JD Vance, Donald Trump, Moses Mike. Tim Walz seems to be the only one that has any really good content. But JD Vance, he invites this shit because he is rude, abrasive, arrogant, and the only person that wears worse makeup than JD Vance is Donald Trump.
Okay, so you guys know that Trump has been like, we will not bend the knee to China. I'm a tough guy. We're going to raise the tariffs 1,000%. We're never going to bend the knee. We're so much bigger and badder than China. Put up this tweet. U.S. requests Xi-Trump call, and now Donald panics and calls Xi first. You know what they say about the person who calls first in a negotiation? A panikin.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Everybody on planet Earth, I'm not even an economist, and I know that Trump has no plan and he is going to lose this tariff war. He has absolutely no idea what he's doing. He's listening to Peter Navarro, who is by all accounts making up his economic person that's an expert. Trump is going to lose. U.S. needs China more than China needs the U.S., and they're not going to blink. Donald Trump is in over his head. He is a panicking.
And China knows how to leverage the ridiculous nature of MAGA and calling them out for their faux masculinity. Let's just take a look. A photojournalist was curious. His name is Zach Roberts. Does JD Vance really wear eyeliner? And he says, I really thought people were joking about this. But then I photographed him last week. Vance 100% does wear eyeliner. And what we're going to do today, viewer, is we're going to study each and every image. Put up the first one. That to me, this is where we are considering a smoky eye, but this is a daylight eye.
Absolutely. This is a daytime look.
This is a daytime look for the vice president. Next up. Okay, here we have the TV eye.
That's what I was going to say.
Here we're camera ready with our eyeliner. We are camera ready. Let's go next. Okay, here we are. This is evening hour eyeliner. This is getting dangerously close to the smoky eye.
Yep, he's close.
And then last one. This, you guys, this is the pre-smoke right here. This is the pre-smoky eye. And this is why nobody in the planet wants to play in our sandbox, because these men are frauds. I don't give a shit if JD Vance wears eyeliner or not, but what I give a shit about is the breathtaking hypocrisy and the armchair tough guy bullshit that all these MAGA men do. And they have to go on Fox News to Jesse Waters and talk about how masculine they are. Meanwhile, they're getting ridiculed and drugged all over the internet, and our economy is going down the tubes because these men are broken. And in my world, JD Vance, I'm voting and I'm fighting for your right to one day be able to come out of the closet and be the drag queen that you're dying to be. I would support it. What I don't support is this hypocrisy and beating up on people that you think are less than you when you have a whole skeleton in your closet. That's the fucking problem. That's what nobody likes. That's what nobody respects. And that's why no global economy is taking the United States seriously right now, because we have a bunch of broken people that elected these closet queens.
Well, what's so interesting to me is we're this close to full glamour with JD Vance. We've got Trump that he's way past full glam. What I want to know is Christine Noem's glam squad going to now travel with JD Vance? Is that where we're going here?
All of these MAGA people, they have imagined their whole lives about power. It's been a dream. Like, one day I'm going to be famous. For them, it's one day I'm going to be in power. But they've never done the work. They've never studied. They don't understand policy. They haven't put the time in jobs that, are stepping stones to get up there, like Pete Buttigieg. He was a mayor, and then he, was the Secretary of Transportation. He puts the time, the grit, the study in. All of these guys just want to poof, look, we're in charge. And then they're still wearing their makeup. And that's why Kristi Noem is cosplaying. And now Donald Trump is having everybody wear Trump gold lapel pins, which is so crazy that they're all going along with this. I mean, could you imagine if I came to the studio one day and I said, everybody's going to start wearing a gold bust of me around the iPad at Podcast Studio? You should drag my ass off. Right. Put me in a mental institution. It's insane. But in his cult, he has this online flea market where he's selling the Bibles, he's selling the sneakers, he's selling the watches, the trout, all this riffraff and knickknacks. And I'll tell you what, if JD was smart, he would have an eyeliner.
That's a great idea. He would brand his own eyeliner and market it.
Not going to be able to manufacture it in China, JD. That ship has sailed, buddy. All right. We just felt like this was breaking news, and we're not trying to be dismissive of all the horror that is going on. But those of us that get it can take a respite from all of the Trump fuckery and laugh and relentlessly pound back at these fucking bullies and try to fight for our country. And if there are any new memes that drop, we'll be the first to cover it. We're trying to get to 1 million. Please subscribe, and we'll see you later.